What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. It is a fantastic night, a great start to my week. The San Francisco 49ers lose the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs, and my, oh my, let me tell you how much I enjoyed yesterday. I had myself quite an enjoyable time for the game. Nice little Sunday. We talked about some things before the game, talked about how much I didn't care because I just wanted to see the 49ers lose. Now, do not like the Chiefs. I love me some Andy Reid, but don't like that they beat us. So I went into this, whatever. But man, great defensive matchup to start the game and, start to get some points on the board, some special teams turnovers, a great looking game. And what was so funny about it was right at halftime, I said to Chelsea, hey, look, they're only up by 7. And I'm seeing social media, the 49ers players, it's over, game's over. And I'm laughing my ass off. I better put some money down because, it's comeback season. And my, oh my, they had a 10-point lead at one point, and they went ahead and gave it away. So for a year, we sat here and listened to them, watched them in our comments here, trolling every damn post and telling us every excuse under the sun, and then talking as much trash as they could. And then when the Eagles got eliminated, it was it was their Christmas day. And when they beat us earlier this season, that was their Super Bowl win. We talked about it. Hey, I hope that you're ready, because when it comes time, baby, you don't want to mess with Eagles fans. We'll be right there for you. Now, we like to hold our team accountable. That's what I'm busy doing all season. I don't sit here and troll other teams. That's not my thing. I don't waste my time. And I always tell them, look, man, you're wasting your energy doing that. That's great. Just keep that energy when the time comes. And when the man comes around, they found out. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. Bang, bang, Whiner gang. Fly, Eagles, fly. Here we go. Let's talk about this game. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. But I hope you know that I had a smile on my face all day. And I even, made a post at one point and just posted it on YouTube. But, my neighbor, we talk about him being a Cowboys fan. And it's like I put the Crips and Bloods, picture up just for today. We can all rejoice that these annoying ass fans, and they're on, Cowboys territory. Let's not get things twisted. Cowboys still suck, but they're on their level when it comes to just this whiny. I didn't know their fans were like that. So it was insane this last year, and they had a lot of that energy. Well, let's see what kind of energy they have now. So appreciate you. Let's get it rocking and rolling. My man, Joe, starting us off. And I thank you for that, my man. If you guys enjoy this stuff, if you've been rocking with us, if you're ready for sicko season, we've already been into it. The Eagles season ended a few weeks ago. So we've been breaking it all down. But I told you this week, free agency period begins. We'll be breaking it all down. I know you sickos love that stuff. I love it. I can't wait for it. And look, we're going to be getting rowdy. But tonight, I just thought we could, laugh at the 49ers because, well, I let them go for an entire year. I let them talk. And I told you I will come back. I make sure that I come back at the right time, though. So let's go, baby. But Whine, Debo Whine, on the road to mediocrity. I could not even, sit here and tell you how much I couldn't agree more with that. So, yeah, let's effing go. Got a super chat in the building. Wait, what? All right. Excuse me for 1 second here. I don't even know. Is this, you're allowed to? Thank you. My God. What? Linda, I cannot thank you enough for that. I'm literally in shock right now. I don't know what's going on. That's the largest super chat I have ever received. Thank you for that. But there you go, Jimmy. She says for you, Chelsea. Oh, man. Little one and Herschel. Yo, really, really appreciate that. And little Dom and Chelsea and Hirsch, unfortunately, had to stay. But we were just over at the shop and doing some things. Poor little Dom is all banged up. I've been banged up. We've all been pretty sick here. But he went and, Chelsea's an esthetician. So she was doing the steamer on him and she was getting the foot thing. We made a pizza there and poor Hirsch was here, but dude, that's awesome. Linda, I cannot thank you enough for that. Seriously, holy crap. And that helps indeed. It really does. And you've been more than helpful multiple times here, Linda. And that is more gracious than wow I could ever ask anyone to be. So I just want to say thank you very, very, very much. And everybody, a big shout out to Linda here for that super chat, because that is insane. And that is going to, now the way like YouTube, they'll take like a percentage of that. So of course they will, but I will still get a nice chunk of that. And it's cool because then I don't have to like do taxes at the end of the year. It's like a W-9 or something like that, but you had to like fill out these forms. So that's really awesome. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but this is really, wow. Cannot thank you. I don't even know what to say. Like I was here and now I'm like, man, I shouldn't even come in with the negative energy. And I'm not, I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm not going to have negative energy while I've got Karen over here next to me. But, the whole point of the show is just, you guys know me. And Linda, I put out nothing but Eagles content. I sit here day after day, every day, giving you guys the best content I possibly can. And obviously there's a lot of stuff I'm lacking, the video, the stuff I wish I could do more of for you guys, but I work with what I can. And for you sickos, like that's what I tell you. Like that's what this is about. You guys know that I'm going to keep going if you guys keep showing up. And I tell you, all you got to do is show up. You don't have to do stuff like this, but this is more than appreciated. I've never even seen it. The bright red, love it. And what perfect color it is, right, Linda? It's like, it's destiny here. It's the theme of the show here. So look, I wore black and some red to the funeral for them today, but that's huge. That's really means a lot. So thank you very much. All the birthdays are coming up before Chelsea, Dom, and then of course me. We all go there, so that's going to be wild. But that helps a lot. I'm going to make sure this goes toward helping this show, and that's something that I always tell you guys. Everything you guys do, and I've been working on those shirts, Easy and Shirt, now that it is officially beginning. So I know a lot of you guys love those, designs and things I make sometimes. So I'm going to be making some of this stuff, and I don't make a lot off of that stuff either, but I'm not looking to, take your guys' money. I'm looking to, build something here. And the more you guys help, obviously that helps get us to where we're going. Right. And that right there, that's insane, Linda. That's insane. You're way too kind. And I always appreciate you guys just coming in here and, talking birds with me. That's all I ever asked from you, because obviously, you guys know my story. You know how I was pushed to start this thing and how much I love my birds. And that's why I do this show. So if you guys are sickos like me, you're in that place. So we spent all year, and you guys have seen, I've done my best to counteract all the stuff in the comments that they throw in there. And they go wild sometimes, and we make fun of them. You guys have been awesome. We got China in here. She's our big Dom. She's handling those people in the chat. And, I cannot thank you guys enough for showing up, doing stuff like this. And, this is a tough season. So as much as we're laughing about the Niners right now, we lost. There's nothing I can, we talked about this for weeks. I'm not going to sit here all off season and bag on these dudes. I'm spending today doing it because, dog, I had to spend an entire year hearing it. So I made some memes today. I made some things. I was like, you know what? I got a little time for that ass. And I made sure that, I made today count, right? So I'll be, I told you, I'll be 100% real with you. We're going to get into it even more. Every year I try to get more in depth, more information for you guys to really just take it all in and really just, gather what I'm gathering here from the offseason, how I try to come in here, feel confident. Okay, this is what we've got cap space. I've already shown you the cap space, the draft picks, what the roster we have right now is, who the free agents are, the reserve future signings, all that stuff, the future cap space, the future draft picks, all the things you need to know to understand, hey, we're still in good hands. Yeah, you're talking about Reddick here. They're testing the market, man. You got to see, he's in his final year. So is Sweat. We've talked about this all year. These are things I try to keep you aware of ahead of the curve. So, hey, look, man, these are things we don't want to hear about. We're going to get pissed when we first, why are you breaking this news on Super Bowl? But I just want you guys to be ahead of the curve. I want you guys to be where I'm at, where like in my mental space, why I feel that way. I just don't listen to the media people. I don't know what they're saying until you guys tell me. And a lot of the stuff I see posted, but it's like, I like it that way. You know what I mean? Like a fresh mind where I just, what I see, nobody, messing with what I'm putting out there. And then, we gather information from people. There are great people out there that do great analysis. I never am here to, downplay anybody, but it's the bad stuff we get out there. It sucks, and I do my best to counteract that. So to know you guys appreciate it, support the channel like that. And look, you have to understand, for those of you out there, like, I'm not expecting anything from you. Look, you could tune in every show. I never am going to feel a certain way if you never ever even give me a dime, because look, there's a lot of times like I just don't have a dime for anyone, and it's when I do, I make sure to help, give the shirt off my back, whatever I can. And that's what it is. That's what I see when you guys are tuning in, when you're commenting, when you're liking and sharing. Like, that's all I ask from you. And like, if that's all you've got, that's all I need, man. Your guys' support. We're going to keep growing this damn thing. And we're going to keep making connections. We're going to make sure that Herschel doesn't take out, we're going to get him a new toy or something that doesn't involve him trying to run away and get my ankle broken so that I missed that close practice. I was really hoping he would invite me last year, and he did, of course. And of course, I had to be last minute when I had my jacked up ankle, but it's like I had some plans I wanted to. Now, you're only allowed so much with like the pictures and things, but I wasn't even, I told you guys, like, I wasn't trying to get pictures with players and autographs and stuff. Like, I was trying to hang out with them and just be cool. And, it gives her cool stories. And I didn't know that Jason Kelsey was about to start a podcast right after I like met him. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, I really wish I could have got him on. And I should have took my shot with somebody, but they were all standing there. And I just want to be like, hey, buddy, want to come on? Like, just met you. Like, no, it just didn't feel like the time and place. I wanted to continue to grow that relationship as I've done with my buddy there. So, he's been a great source. I am able to give you guys information before it comes out, and I do what I can. So, Linda, love you. Thank you so damn much for that. That is what I'm talking about. Go Birds, baby. So I'm going to make sure that just because of this, right? Well, I was going to do it anyway, but I'm going to make sure to make every dang show here full of the best content you could look for in an off season, because we got a lot to talk about. And we're going to be, moving on from a lot of players. We've got all new coaches. I'm working on the offensive show. You've already seen the defensive show. The free agency stuff's coming. The draft stuff's coming. You guys know, if you've tuned in here before, you're going to be loaded with information. So let's go, baby. Let's get this started. So whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm just here to laugh about this, show you some of the memes, some of the things Fletcher Cox was saying. So hope you're all having yourselves a great night. And that's how I like to start the show off here. So, Linda, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. My Lord, I'm still blown away there. Now, I want to show you guys what Fletcher Cox, this was on his mind after the game. Look, he's heard them talking too. We're not the only ones that have been taking it. And he tags Deebo Samuel here. Keep the Eagles out, show mouth, boy. Now, I don't know if that was a misspelling and that's supposed to say H-O-E or, I don't know, but I like it either way. Let's go. And then, well, he follows it up with a little bit of still got some you ain't got. Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah, that's a Super Bowl win. So, Deebo wanted to talk, and, yeah, they found out quick. So, I don't know if you guys follow on any other social platforms or saw this on YouTube earlier today, but somebody would like to speak to the clock manager, and his name is Deebo Samuel. And, man, I can't tell you enough how much I enjoyed that little shit talker finally getting a taste. They talked a lot. And, I saw a lot of 49ers fans, going crazy today, all the excuses. It was the practice field, the hotel alarm. I threw Biden in there. That's always one that I just feel like that said a lot. You guys know I don't identify as a direction. Don't get mad at me there. Just it's one of those regurgitated things I hear a lot. So threw it in there just because it felt like they're just going off here. Greenlaw's injury, Purdy's injury last year. We're too stupid to understand the overtime rules. I just felt like it was an abundance of dumb ass things that I heard today. And oh my God, was it truly, truly laughable. I just, man, if you're going to talk that much trash, I just kind of feel like maybe you should back it up. So close. You were so close. And, I had to hear all year that, well, it doesn't matter that you made it to the Super Bowl, you lost. So, well, unfortunately, your making it to the Super Bowl does not count, apparently. So, ha 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 ha. My man Mike, appreciate you tuning in. Sorry, went off there. Linda, had to give her a shout out there. That is insane. I really can't thank you enough for that. Holy hell. But my man, appreciate you tuning in. It has been a while. Hope you enjoyed that end. But I was, it was weird. Like at the end of it, I'm like, go ahead, Andy. And I was like, ew, I hate the Chiefs. But it was just, I do love me some Andy. And, I hate the 49ers. So I wasn't against it. But hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're ready for this offseason. I've already been putting out content. Hopefully you've been able to check it out. If not, go check it out. Love to hear from you, dude. I'm pumped up here, ready for this all season. We got a lot of ammo here to work with. Howie's going to be cooking, so I'm pumped up and have not won anything. Oh, that's right, my friend Joe. Nail on the head here. Can't buy a chip. That's right. And what he's alluding to here is the fact that the Cowboys have not won since 96, and, well, the 49ers 95, the year before them. So we're talking about not even in this century, and they just yap and yap and yap. And well, too bad for them. We just won 6 years ago, and I know it feels like an eternity. But look, man, waiting 30 years, that felt like an eternity. And eternity, I'm sorry, I'm a little stuffed up here, but I'll be real with you. It was worth it. And we'll get back there. Don't fear. But it's truly laughable to watch them still talk about rings that most of them haven't even watched. Or, dog, we're talking about when I'm 9, 10 years old here. That's how old I was for those Super Bowls. And I remember not liking them because, they were dominant then, but like, it's just faded as like I grew up. Like we were good when I was a teenager. Patriots, though, they pretty much controlled most of, my life watching, but they were a dynasty and, it just never was them. So to see them talk, it's always laughable. So we're going to laugh at them just like we did the Cowboys when they got eliminated. They want to talk. Well, we're here to talk. Go Birds! Appreciate you tuning in, Teresa. Been arguing with 49ers idiots. Yeah, man. Oh, they haven't. A couple of them. And, some of them try to use my words against me. And I'm like, hey, look, dog, I'm just coming back like I told you I would. So, yes, thank you for using my words. That's what I meant when I said it, dog. I'll have you repeating everything. I love it, man. And that never works out, Allie. When people try to really, when it's football talk, we can dance all day, and I'll tell them about Brock Purdy and the fact that he is not somebody that's going to win a game for you. You can win a game with him, not because of him. And I will repeat that because of the fact that it is true, and he is not top 10. I don't care what they say. And, it's just laughable, the stuff they put out there, man. So, let them talk. We'll keep laughing. To me, it was the 49ers fans and players worse than that. Thank you, Linda. And exactly. So, that's what I'm talking about here. And I'm glad you feel that way because, I was going off there before I saw your super chat. But yeah, I think that they were very, very unbearable. And I told you, I never had any idea they were like this. I never had a problem with 49ers fans. My brother-in-law is a 49ers fan. So never had an issue there. But, they made it one. And then the players with their excuses and everything. I was like, all right, dog. We're going to dance now. So, yeah, I'm with you. They were unbearable. Unbearable. And they talked a lot only for that to bite them in the ass ultimately in the end. And I love every second of that. My dog didn't die while I was at summer camp in 5th grade and Niners. Yeah, man. And I almost made so many posts and then I searched them and so many people were already on it. Like they were on that stuff. And well, I love it because dude, they really had it coming. And, if Brock Purdy wouldn't have got last year, they wouldn't have lost the Super Bowl this year. I said that to Chelsea as soon as the game was over. I had to. And, yeah, man. Yeah, we know. And I knew exactly what you meant. We know their excuses. They were going to come. We knew every excuse was going to come out of the books and the holding calls and this and that. And, yeah, man, we know. So I'm enjoying every second of it. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. And you knew with the cockiness on the sidelines that I felt like, man, these guys are walking themselves into a trap. Like just letting these guys, sleeping on Patrick Mahomes is just, obviously we found out last year and it's like, dude, all right. And they were very, very, very insufferable. So made me want to put my head through a wall every time I try to talk. You remember that one in the comments just wouldn't stop. And it was like, dog, I don't know what your issue is here, but but hey, where are they at now? So I agree. And again, Linda, thank you so much for that super chat. I don't even, and Linda, we don't even know how to just thank you enough for that one. So everybody, a big shout out again to Linda. Sorry, just catching up on these comments, but you threw me a curveball there, and I'm still like in shock here. And I'm feeling pretty good already today. That's I'm all about that. Let's go. Let's go. But really appreciate you there. I cannot thank you enough for that. Now let's see. After watching decades of football, we find 80% or higher in the games, the tails of two halves. Yeah. And one thing I found crazy, Joe, how about it? This year when the Eagles, like I thought we adjusted well, like against teams like the Dolphins, the Vikings and Chiefs and the Bills, where like our defense was shutting people out. And then they're like, you know what? If we're going to change anything, let's make sure it's the defense where we have kind of glimmers of hope. And then let's just start sucking ass on offense. And, whoever you want to point fingers at there, we made changes on both sides of the ball now, and I feel good. But it's just like, it really is a tale of two halves. And, if you can find ways to adjust, especially as a first-year coach for Desai, with this team trying to implement his system, whether it be similar to the old ones or not, you're still, trying to do your own thing. So I thought that was dumb as hell, but yeah, they're finding out, right, man? They're finding out, and hey, look, a win for all of us. Let's go, and yeah, and that is something. Look, we're gonna make this one badass off season. It's already gonna be, but now I'm gonna make sure it is smoking. Let's go, Linda. Let's get it going. So love to see that love being shared, and my Lord, that's awesome. Too awesome. This is a rare content creator that brings you great content. Hey, this is awesome. And look, I really cannot thank you enough for that, because this was literally like, you guys know my story. Like, imagine me. I don't have a channel. I just started making these Facebook Live videos because I don't know if I'm going to live or die. I'm just, going with it. But I'm sitting on the hospital bed just reading these articles from like the ESPs, and I'm like, like, what is this? Like, do these people even like what are we doing here? And I'm like, I'm gonna die because of these people. They're like, oh, sir, your blood pressure went up today, and I'm like, I think I was reading that one article, and they're like, I was like, yeah, I was watching the highlight, like. And I've told you guys at one point they tried to come in on the game day because they were coming in on the weekends for me. No clue if I was living or dying every day. It was pretty awesome. But, I got that birds fighting me, baby. Let's go. But regardless, we started this bad boy because there just wasn't anything out there, I felt, where it was like, dude, how can we connect with the fans? Now, once like COVID hit, I felt like 900 content creators, all these people. Now, maybe I just didn't know about them, but I've been doing this for a while, and it unfortunately started on Facebook. Then people were telling me about Twitter. Then you guys finally convinced me to go here to YouTube. So it took me a while, but look, dude, this is just for people that love their birds like me, and that's what you guys are. You're sickos, and you want to talk about them every day. Even if it's good, bad, we're going to break down what is bad, why we're going to fix it, how we're going to fix it. And look, if we suck, the Niners were bagging on Bradbury. Rightfully so. Bradbury sucked, but only we can tell Bradbury how much he sucked. Damn you. But, that's just what it was to me. It's like, let's create something where, we not only love the birds, this, that, but you guys know I've had ex-players on, I've had media people, and, I want to get back to that, man. I want to really give you guys that experience. And I was able to meet really cool people through those interviews. I got, obviously, that source of mine is very close, who's been on the show a couple of times here. And, obviously we have really made a great friendship there, but, some really interesting stuff that I'm able to bring to you guys. And it's been cool, building those relationships. And I hope to continue growing because you guys get to grow with me like that. Just, you guys know where I'm at those things. I'm making live videos. You guys saw me in that parking lot when I was at that close practice. I was like, oh, like going live like a little damn kid. Like, I'm okay. I got to act professional when I get here. Like, it was crazy to me. Like, I'm just like you guys, man. But I'm just trying to, fulfill a dream. I tasted a little bit of death there. And I'm like, you know what? F this. Let's get a little bit of life. So I'm chasing it. And we're going to find out, man. But you guys know I'm dedicated to the cause. I'm going to do what I got to do to make it there. And you guys with me, that's how this goes. So those kind words, those mean the world. That super chat means the world. All of this, like you guys liking, the sharing, like all that stuff truly matters. And like YouTube doesn't even send you guys to turn the notification bell on. Like it doesn't even tell you guys at the time. So it's like, you mother F, like, but I think that you guys, you're too kind for this kind of stuff. too awesome. Way too awesome. And YouTube, you better not be taking too much of that because I'm gonna have to sweet chin music you because you're not allowing my stuff to even get out there. I'm starting to get pissed, man. But with your guys, look, our powers combined, we are Captain Birds. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just drifting off the sea here now at this point. Karen's just freaking me out every time I look over. I don't know. But yeah, grateful for sure. I'm here to bag them. I love it. I love it. But I really, I do. I appreciate that. And you guys, you are sickos. And that's all. Like, I love the fact I was like, are people really like, there's got to be people, right? And I know, like, I've got family members, like, they love their Eagles and stuff, but some of them, they're that closet fan. You only come around. They're not like me and my brother or my grandfather or how my dad was. Like, sickos. Like, we're calling each other every day. You're talking about like stuff, like every conversation has to be something about the Eagles, whether it's April, December, it doesn't matter, man. And that's just how I roll. And I've always been kind of that source as I grew up for my family. Like, okay, this little whack job's looked at NFL.com, refreshed it every 10 minutes for the last 6 hours here today. So I'm going to give him a call. They knew exactly what was going on. I've been a weirdo like that for my whole life. Like, I have been obsessed with football. I loved playing it. And after I was done playing it like a dumbass, I rekindled my love with, talking about it now on this. Like, it's not just, randomly talking in fantasy football or drunk with your friends, or, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make it more than that. And it's cool to see, how much podcasting and things like that have grown and what people have been able to do with this stuff, because it's like, oh, there is hope that, it's going to get me to where I'm trying to go. So, look, I love you guys. I cannot thank you enough for all the love you guys share all the time. And, man, I've been roughed up this week. It's been a tough one, but I was like, I'm going to power through for you guys. And that's what this is all about. I'm going to bring you guys the best content I can. And no matter, and sometimes I think you could probably tell when I'm under the weather, probably, cranky Christopher or, whatever. But there's times where it's like, I'm trying to figure out, when to do lives, when to do like just recording videos. Once I get like the better equipment and stuff like that, that's where we're saving up for. And that, Linda is obviously a huge step in the right direction. So it's like, we'll get better as things go on. But, Teresa, we've been going in on the Niners set, and I've been loving every second of it. So, and they do. Let the media whine and do their thing and get people all riled up. And, they sure did. And we're going to go ahead and whoop some ass. And look, Hassan is signed right now. The thing is, he wants to be paid more. He wants, an extension, a raise, and don't know that's going to come. That's why we drafted Nolan Smith. But, hey, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what kind of money he's looking for. I've explained before, you could give him an extension. You could give him just a restructure, give him more upfront money, let him play out this year. But if you're looking at it from a team perspective, if you're able to sign someone in free agency, you draft somebody, you've got them, younger, less cap hit on these other players. He has a $21 million cap hit. So you want to wait till after June 1st. Post June 1st cut would save you money rather than losing money if you did it now or, anytime before June 1st. So there is a way you could trade, get something back in return rather than just letting him walk. I'd love to have him, but I don't know. Including the fake news, sports sucked. Yeah, man, I'm not. And that I do my best not to, even talk about that stuff. But I know a lot of times people want to ask questions about it. So I'll make shows about that stuff and tell you, like, look, this isn't even real. It is what it is. And, I'm going to reach out to a real source and ask them. And, the unnamed source stuff, all my sources are I hate when people do that. Like, and I love when I get ready to write that post, like, cause I do it maybe once, twice a year. I will write that, or if it's a joke, obviously I'll do it, but a serious post. If somebody tells me, one of my sources tells me something, I will tell you. And I know somebody's gonna be like, oh yeah. And I'm like, look, buddy, I ain't your little bit bop you follow on Twitter here, because I know you guys love those people that, not you guys, but those little weirdos out there that they support these people that lie to them every single year. Oh, my source told me Slay's getting traded to the Ravens. Oh, we're signing Derrick Henry. Like, and I just flat out tell you guys, like, that stuff's not happening. And people are like, F you, man. And literally, if you're watching the show, you people know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm like, dog, I'm just literally trying to, not even being a jerk, just telling you that is not what's happening. Oh, you don't know. It's like, all right, man. And I'm sitting here and I'm not watching Darius Slay on the Ravens. I don't see Derrick Henry on the air. I'm like, I'm really just trying to be a source for where you can come and be like, oh, this is what's going on. And if I don't know something, I'm not going to make something up. I'm literally going to tell you what I know. I will give you the facts that I do have. And we go over the roster. We go over the cap, the things that people are like, I don't care. And it's like, well, you should. You should know who's on your team. You should know how things work if you're going to be the master of trading everyone, cutting everyone. Maybe have a basic understanding how simple things work. But that's what the show's about, coming to get them facts, baby. And I know you guys are all about that. So look, we all love Reddick, and he's a hometown hero. Yeah, he's back. Dude, you guys know how much I love Hassan Reddick, but it's a business, man, and it's an unfortunate part of it. So we'll see what happens. But we got to test the waters. We got to see what he's worth. If somebody's offering something, and again, I would wait till after the draft and after free agency, see what you actually have at edge rusher, because Brandon Graham's a free agent. You only have Nolan Smith, Josh Sweat. So, Patrick Johnson's here. We talked about, Terrell Lewis and Brandon Smith being here. And yeah, Tariq Jackson is back there. Teron Jackson, he, is somebody that's an edge rusher. So slim pickings there. So, I'm very, very sweet of you. Linda, we cannot thank you enough. And holy crap, Nina. And Nina, I know you've been enjoying some of those memes today. What a great day it's been. And Linda topping it off with the cherry on top tonight. And appreciate you tuning in, Nina. We've been enjoying ourselves here, laughing at the 49ers as they harassed us the entire year. And, well, it's crickets, man. I don't know where they all are, but do I enjoy all of this. Yeah, I heard people saying that no one knows, but the media will definitely tell you that they know everything. Look, I told you, I don't know that Fletcher comes back here. I don't believe he does. I think he's still got a couple years left in him. And I don't think it's going to be one of those things, because Brandon Graham, he'll take the hometown discount. He's 36. He'll come back here, play on the minimum deal. He'll finish his career. Fletch, I think he's going to get paid. Someone will pay him, man. And he deserves it. Love him. And let him go to Florida. Let him enjoy some nice weather. It'll suck, but it's a business, and whatever, dude. But yo, my man, William, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Let's go, Birds. How about those Niners? Debo Karen, I really enjoy that one myself. So hit me out, fellas. Sign me for a 1-year contract. Just call me 1-year boy. Hey, man, I was telling Dom earlier today, I'm like, you could be the quarterback for the Niners. So, hey, you guys want to go for tryouts for the quarterback there? I don't think Brock Purdy, is going to be much of a challenge there. But saw it on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. Let's go. Yeah, they better be able to. So I saw it everywhere. And, their third Super Bowl loss in a row. We talked about the fact that they have not won a Super Bowl since I was single digits. 9 years old, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long time. Okay, I'll just put it that way. I'm 37. Okay, that's 28 years ago. Oh, almost like 29, essentially. So, yeah, that's insane. And I appreciate that. I really do. You guys have been nothing but awesome. I really can't thank you enough. And don't worry, you'll see. What's happening here? Almost 30 years. Yeah, it's been awesome. It really has. To watch them, just continuously fail, but to talk like, well, more rigs. It's like, man, that's like talking about like an ex-girlfriend, like one of those guys. It's like he's hanging out at the local bar. He's still talking about, the job he used to have, the girl he used to have 20 years ago. That's great, man. Fantastic. We're here in reality. But yeah, it's crazy to me. Like, serious. Dom double. He could be alive twice. 26 years. He's 13. And both of those things still would not have happened. They still haven't won a Super Bowl in that time. Do you know how insane that is? That's a lot of time there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of time to be bragging about something that literally, we're talking multiple, almost a few decades here. Okay, that's insane. I just can't get enough of that. That's too awesome to me. I'm really enjoying today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Over with only set. Oh, I saw it. I'm like, oh, this is where you messed up. This is where you messed up, and they did. And big shout out to you. Sending love to you and Graham and Pup. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Appreciate you tuning in. Finding stupid their excuses. They didn't know they were. I loved it. I was bagging on them hard today. I had obviously in that meme that they're too dumb to know. Like, I don't know if I'd be telling people that. Like, hey, I was too stupid to, like, oh, that's a pretty terrible excuse, man. And we weren't coached up. Like, that's why I put in, I'd like to speak to the game manager in that meme, the Karen Debo, because holy hell, man. Holy hell. As the Eagles player, do you think they were told the new overtime rule in the playoffs? Yeah, we were, because we actually practice all those weird situations, just like the Chiefs did in the preseason. They work on that stuff. I don't know what it is. Yeah, for as bright of a mind Kyle Shanahan is, I think he's like a robot, dude. He's just got like these great, motion plays, and I'm not saying like he's not a great offensive mind, but he doesn't like have that feel. Like, I feel like he just never played football or something. Like, he doesn't have like that football. Like, there's just times like where you want to go for it, or you want to use your timeouts, or I just don't know that he's just not like on that like feel for the actual game. And I don't know. It's great. I know he's been coaching. I know his dad, I grew up watching his dad as a coach. So I don't know, man. That's crazy to me though. But I think we would definitely know. McNabb, he didn't know you could tie. I remember that. Bengals, yeah. Oh, I remember that. But McNabb, he likes to drink. And you talk about that. We should have won multiple Super Bowls. But that dude, instead of partying, he could have been preparing for Super Bowls. And man, that pisses me off. But man, it is what it is at this point. I was telling my wife the players might know, but the coaches should have told them. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be somebody on that staff. I mean, I don't know how you all don't know that, but there's got to be somebody on that staff. Somebody like, how do you not know? Especially when like you're going into overtime. There's 5 minutes there that like, even if you didn't, somebody could have Googled. I mean, dog, everybody's got a phone, and like, oh, you can't use phone. Just ask somebody. You could ask someone in the fan. Hey, what's that? I mean, somebody would have told you. I don't know, man. I found that to be really funny. That they were using that excuse. It's like, so you're just dumb. Like, nobody, who cares? We'll figure it out. And like, I mean, dog, I watched him during the, coin flip. He's like, all right, I'm going to explain the rule. And they're like, yeah, I'm just going to stand here and Fred Warner, I'm just going to look pissed off. Yeah. Listen, I don't know. Maybe it was the hair. I get that problem sometimes. I have long hair. Maybe it was clogged up. You couldn't hear. Whatever excuse they can use. I'm trying to help you out. I know his wife, she was in gang fights, and when she came to the game or something at the link, I don't know, whatever, these people are. I love it though. Excuses. He had himself a great year. Cool Riddick tested the market. And look, that's just part of the game. We talked about it throughout the year. It's going to happen. Let's see what the Eagles do. Maybe we'll go get a different edge rusher. And I told you we would talk about all this stuff, and this has been a great day for me. So I've been throwing out jabs everywhere I can, my man, and got to do what is best. Hey, look, man, this is a business. He is a human being. You got to understand this is part of it. This is why we've talked about that all year. Don't be upset when these things come. I always make these shows so people understand. Look, don't get mad, man. Just understand what's coming. Waiting for the Eagles draft. Oh, yeah, we're all waiting. We got free agency first. Then I'll be breaking down all the draft stuff. Let's go. Pass up the. Oh, yeah, dude, you cannot pass up the chance to get rowdy, and I'm all about it. So get rowdy. All you sickos, we're getting rowdy here. All about it. Jason would be good on air. Yeah, I think he will be, and I think he'll do something like that. I'd love to have him back this year. He's already going to be, against the cap here because of just that contract we signed last year. But, you could bring him back. I'd love to have him, but also not against, getting the Cam Jurgens train started here. Let's see what he is at center. And Tyler Steen, hope he's right guard. Maybe you draft somebody, whatever. But it's up to Kelsey. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bring him back. But I'm trying to get myself ready for if it does happen, All right. But love the dude. Always be one of my favorites all year. Never stops. This is Birds 24/7, 365. Let's go. But thought I clicked on this one. Did not pop up. Jason Wint was given the gold platform Monday Night Football and fail. Oh, yeah. They do. He was not good. Jason Kelsey will be quite different, I do believe. And appreciate that. I've just been like this since out of the womb. You were just talking about this, and you had said about, green being in my blood. And look, it is. And I don't think there's any confusion about that. I'm a true sicko, but I can't do it without the rest of you sickos. I knew there were definitely people out here, and let's go. We got Liz in here. It's been a wild party. Liz, it'll be real. Linda just kept it kept it 100 with us. Actually, well, she kept it 500 with us. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we got this party started. I was coming in, swinging at the Niners. Then I had to reel it back a little bit. I had to have Big Dom in here, helping me out, and we had to settle in. But dude, we're having our laughs. We're enjoying it, and yeah, look, they were rowdy all year. Forte, we're here, man. I don't know where they are. He gets more money with a link. And go check out that show from the other day. I was, showing the money there, the top 10. He's number 18 right now in the league. So it is what it is, man. You guys, that's why I show you the business side, because it is all very important. Very important. Now it just freaked out. The comments flew away. Everything is white now. I will find it eventually. Oh, there we are. Let's go, Joe, my man. I believe the longer Jason Kelce stays, I decided to believe he's coming back. Hey, look, it's definitely up in the air. And he will definitely give us. And look, the offseason's just literally right now starting. So he'll take his time. Nobody, you're going to see the media fans. Why didn't it? He'll make his decision in due time here. But, they sure did. Didn't see him. And Liz, you just got off work. So let's check this out real quick. And, the system quarterback there, Purdy, he just wasn't able to do it. But we did talk about this earlier, Liz. Someone would like to speak to the game manager about the overtime rules. Little upset about things, and hopefully they make it through the night there. But Debo Karen, hope things get better for you. But Niners fans, we saw them spending all day getting wild and making their excuses. It was truly, I'll be honest with you, it was a sight to behold that even some of them were out there doing that, because true soldiers out there taking the heat. Now, I actually did make one other meme here. This was, I don't know if you were pissed about this, but I've seen a lot of people feeling different ways about this. But Travis Kelce, when he got a little rowdy there with Big Red, I was like, whoa there, Tiger, let's settle down. But toss this little bad boy together. I think I had something with the caption when Jason Kelce sees Travis after what he did to Big Red there. So, look, man, yeah, not a fan of that. I'll be real. Now, I know emotions get high. I like to see the players getting rowdy, but you know damn well if that would have been A.J. Brown, anybody else let's be real, anyone that wasn't white, people would have been losing their minds. So he apparently just got that pass. And I even said, I was like, they better hope they win this Super Bowl, dude, because if they don't, things are going to go differently for them. But man, wild times. I'm not going to lie to you. So we'll see. But let me find out where I was here. 20 years, a generation ago. Oh, dude, that's almost 30, man. Almost 30. We're talking 30 years, bro. That's insane. Literally complaining about all they did, all the excuses in the world. And yeah, man, 30 indeed. I was just saying, it's been 1996 for the Cowboys and 1995. The Niners were the year before them. That's the last time they won, man. I was 9 and 10 years old. Are you shitting me, dude? That's insane. Like, that they even brag about stuff like that. I would be embarrassed. Like, I still am like, oh, it's been over 5 years for the Eagles. Like, I want to get another one here before. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that stuff. I'm not one of those weirdos like, you can't talk about it or be happy. No way. I love it. That'll always be one of my favorite memories. I mean, holy hell, waited my whole life for that. So love that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not out here like, yeah, like weird. As issue party was one of them. Yeah, it definitely was. I don't know if you've ever heard all of the stories about him. But yeah, he was pretty bad. The night before the Super Bowl was out, getting wasted. That's why he was throwing up during that Super Bowl game. So unfortunate, but I loved the dude. Don't get me wrong. He was one of my favorites. But yeah, he unfortunately got pretty carried away with the drinking there. You can hear a lot of those stories, and don't want to talk down on the man because he literally was one of my favorites as a kid. But it got the better of him and still kind of does. So it's very unfortunate, but no, that is not knowledge because it's just unfortunate, man. But that's just the facts, dude. But yeah, how about it, Linda? Big shout out to you. I really can't thank you enough for that. 0-2 in the Super Bowl. Indeed, I thought Hargrave, that would be one thing. I was like, I loved Hargrave. It's a business. Happy for him to get paid, but damn, dog, that's got to suck. And you know it, dude. It would have been out of control there. And I saw Kemsky going wild with some of the tweets there in that game. So he definitely was a functional alcoholic. I'll give him that. But, we talk about what that did rather than, preparing for the game, throwing up in the Super Bowl. I didn't say he was out there drunk in games, guys. Come on now. Like, I know you're getting offensive here, but I'm just telling you how it was. So, look, if he would have maybe focused more with Andy Reid, I know he had Todd Pinkston, James Thrash out there. Trust me, it drove me insane as a kid, but you finally had T.O. Things could have gone differently, but it is what it is. Laughed at all of them. Isn't that Travis second time? But yeah, I just and I think that time, he just caught him off balance a little bit. So I don't think they were trying to. I don't want to make anything out of it. I just was making a funny meme, but when it happened, I'm like, whoa, dude, like, let's keep her chill. 2025, 30 years, man. Exactly. So let them brag about something 30 years ago. So what happened? Let's not do that, bro. Don't be a weirdo. So anyways, let's get back on having a good night. I know the negative Nancy's cannot have that kind of stuff, but you guys, I love the crew that has been in here tonight to start the show. I am going to get rolling out this half-hour show. Definitely went a little bit longer, but with Linda blessing us there, cannot thank you enough. Wanted to get it in here tonight, get rowdy with you. And look, I think that this, off season is going to be awesome because of the fact that I think this upcoming season, we have holes, man. We have things to fix. We've already been sent in the right direction with the coordinators. We've already talked about that stuff, but we're going to break it all down all damn off season. You'll get your little depth charts and pictures and everything. Don't worry. It's going to be awesome. But punch his teammate in the head. Yeah, dude. And you've seen some pretty rowdy stuff, and you know damn well if it would ever be anyone on the Eagles or definitely anybody just, again, that way, it would be a different story. So we'll see. But look, what a great day it was, and what a great day. We'll enjoy this right now, but tomorrow we're right back to talking about them birds, and not like we didn't anyway tonight, but felt good for all an hour. Now I'm pissed again. Oh, I didn't root for Case. I would never root for anyone other than the Eagles. So, hey, more power to you, but it's birds only for me. Now, as I told you guys, hell of a game at the end, and enjoyed seeing those Niners lose. And I'll be real with you, it made me realize, like, man, that this is how much this season sucked, because we beat this team. We beat the Chiefs earlier this season, and there's no reason we should have fell apart like that. But hey, it happened. It sucks, but maybe we use it. We grow from it. That's what you have to do, man. And you've got 2 second-round picks. We talked about all the ammo, 16 picks in the next 2 drafts here. I mean, we've got ourselves $20 million in cap space with the possibility of opening it up towards 50, 60 mil. We could do so many things that we've talked about. Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be quite a sicko season. But I hope you all had yourselves a great start to your week. This is how I wanted to start mine. I truly did enjoy it. But the free agency stuff, it's coming your way this week. Probably going to be starting tomorrow, be honest with you. That's right. So the way it goes is we go through every single position. I break down. Okay, so we'll just use quarterback. We'll, for instance, I'll say on the roster, we have Jalen Hurts and Tanner McKee. Free agent, Marcus Mariota. Now at running back, we'll say Lou Nichols, reserve future contract guy. Kenneth Gainwell, only guy under contract. Free agents, DeAndre Swift, Boston Scott, and Rashad Penny. Forgot the guy almost. Anyways, I'll break that down and I'll say, okay, this is what the Eagles, this is what I feel we should do. Should we be looking in the draft? Is there some free agents? And if we do look at these free agents, what kind? We looking at the top tier guys? We looking at middle tier guys, what they're looking for here, and what we can do, and how he's a magician. We've talked about those middle of the pack kind of, and they don't have to be middle of the pack players. It's just kind of like middle of the top tier where he can find those contracts where their cap hits are under like a couple mil there, and he's insane with that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this offseason. I'm looking forward to breaking it down, but I'll give you that position. Then I'll show you all the free agents. So whoever's out at each position, we'll talk about each one of those guys. And then I'll give you like my top 5, top 10, top 20, depending on the position, how many, people are out there. So just like every year, we'll be breaking it down, getting you ready, and I'll do my best to hit on as many players as I possibly can, like the past few years. So Oh, saucy indeed. And look, I think that this team, the Eagles, should have you excited. So you could be like the media, those whiny fans. You could be upset, and complain all off season, fire everyone, or you can get pumped up because we've got a lot of ammo here. And sure, there's a lot of bitch ass new fans who are just like Cowboys fans and always want to whine about stuff. But when you understand how things work, it makes it easier to get excited, to be locked in for sicko season and get pumped up for these Eagles coming back and whooping that ass on everyone in the entire NFL. I'm ready for it, baby, and I hope you are too. But I'll be back tomorrow. If you need me before that, you can always reach out, whether it be about the birds, life, anything. I'm always down to talk about anything. Always here for you. You need a friend, you need anything I can do to help. Always try to be there. And again, a huge shout out to Linda there. Cannot thank you enough for that. Truly means the world that you would do that. Wow. Just wow. Thank you very, very much. But you guys, I hope you're having a great start to your week. If not, let's get it started tomorrow, baby. Let's have a damn good one. Let's get through it. We're going to talk about free agents. Get ready, get pumped up because there's a lot of good ones out there. Eagles have a lot of holes, so we'll be breaking it down all week. Unless some breaking news happens, then you'll see me pop up live and whoo. But until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have yourselves a great night. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now, you sickos. Go Birds!